I'm not sponsored by Kenda, but I'm telling y'all, the first time I tried a set of Kendas, it was like the only other
God tier tires.
Dude, the only other time that I was ever that impressed with something was the first time I ever tried a pressure cooker. I stuck an listen, this is a true story, okay? I stuck an entire, this is when I didn't know how to cook. I kind of know how to cook now, you know that. So I stuck an entire frozen chuck roast in a pressure cooker, okay?
Yeah.
And fucking cooked it in 20 minutes, and it was good. And I was like, that is impossible, you know? That's impossible that it cooked. Maybe it was 30 minutes, but I'm just saying I cooked it on high heat and on high pressure, and it cooked it completely all the way through. And I remember it like blew my fucking mind. I was like, "That's black magic, dude. That's impossible that just cooked that fast." And
right.
I tried a set of Kendas, and it was just like that, dude. It was crazy.
What about today?
What about
anything weird happened today?
No, I didn't do shit today.
No, that's true. I didn't do anything either.
I literally went to work and did as little as possible. Literally. I was at my desk. They were like, hey. I was like, you going to do anything today? I was like, no. And then
absolutely not.
That was it.
Can't even.
I did it for like 10 hours. And I got off and I came here.
Cheers. All right. Well, welcome back to the #1 Drift Podcast on YouTube. I'm Dawson.
I'm Nathan.
And let's get into it. So on all of our social platforms, I got several announcements, actually. But social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and we are now doing YouTube Shorts daily too. So I'm posting twice a day on there. So go find us. I'll leave them linked in the description. And then audio platforms, I am still not on every single one of them, but we are getting there. Some of the really small ones, like they're not really even worth it. But Spotify is doing the best so far. So if you're on Spotify, go find us. Apple Podcasts is in second, which kind of figures.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But at the end of this podcast, we are going to kind of address some comments.
We're gonna read. I'm gonna read mean tweets.
Long story short, if you don't follow our TikTok or anything, we had one post that kind of went not really viral, but it got some views, a lot of hate.
Yeah,
which is great. So we're gonna address some of those comments at the end of the podcast. So stick around for that. But let's get into it. So the main topic for today is: should you compete?
I don't know. Kind of depends on where your skill level is at, and it also kind of matters whether or not you really do drifting for fun, or if you want to, if you just want to do something else with it. Every pro that I've talked to always says that it sucks the fun out of it, that it's not fun.
That's what I've heard.
Just not as fun.
I feel like that's the go-to answer now, because especially with how like publicized FD is and everything, and really clutch kickers too, because they kind of have to, shelling out that much money each year.
FD, I feel like, is a big publicity stunt all the time. It's just too.
They're trying to grow it, so like I mean, I understand why, but it's annoying. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I didn't. My car is built like a comp car, but it's not a comp car. It's really like a fun car, you know.
Yeah.
It's just I just designed everything to be overbuilt. So
like, what he means is it's barely FD spec.
I think everything but the door bars is pretty much FD spec.
What's wrong with the door bars?
They're not. They're like they come down and they X in the center.
Oh, okay.
You got to have a certain height, and I'm not sure they meet the. They might meet the requirement, but I definitely wasn't looking at the book. I was just like, that'll make it really easy to get in and out of. That's why I did it.
Change it in the future if we need to.
I watched Chris climbing into his car too many times. You know, he's big, shaped like a fucking giraffe, and so when he tries to get down in his car, he's always like folding up like a piece of origami. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that on my car. I'm gonna make it to where I can get in and out of my car like a street car.
Yeah.
So I think it would pass most places because it's so overbuilt. But
yeah,
if the really picky, the tech guy that takes his job like a traffic director cop, I think he might call me on some stuff. But for the most part, I think it'll be all right.
That's fair. Mine's definitely not FD spec. But Z's are fairly, like, they're strong chassis, so
Yeah,
I could still compete.
In clutch kickers, you don't need a cage.
Yeah, clutch kickers. I think Indy Drift, you don't need it there either. Where Damon drives.
Yeah.
I don't, but like it's only because of the door cards. They have braces inside of them.
Yeah.
So that it makes it a little bit stronger. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that. But what are like some other places that you could technically compete on a lower level per se, like on your way up?
I would say that drifting is big enough now that you could probably go to a local place, and somewhere there is a grassroots level competition within 4 or 5 hours of you. You could go travel to it.
Yeah.
Like here, you can go to Clarksville, and the payout's not good, and no matter what you win, it's going to cost you more to go than it is to, even if you win. You know what I mean? It'll still cost you cash to go.
But what if like your main purpose is to make it to FD? Like so.
Oh, dude, enter into clutch kickers.
Clutch kickers.
But
it's not technically. You can't win your pro-am license.
Or then
pro spec license.
Okay, then you go to what's the thing that West goes to?
Isn't that one East 10?
Or East 10. You can get you can get a pro-am license like that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I feel like nowadays your best bet is, I mean, I hate to say it, social media. Like if you're going to some of these like clutch kickers comps, just main local event comps, and you record all of it and you post it, obviously if you gain a following, that's going to help. But since events are so publicized now,
so you could probably do it off just brute force social media, I imagine.
That's what LZ did, technically. I hate to say it, but it is kind of a flex.
This is probably going to make a lot of people mad. LZ was allowed to go into Formula Drift and basically all but purchase his license because of the fact that he brings so many fans to the sport. So I'm not against it. I'm for it. I'm an LZ fan. I hope he wins, He fucking can't win for some reason. He wins clutch kickers all the time, but he can't win FD. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but for some reason, that is why that's why they let him do that. Now, from my understandings, all of the drivers know that he brings a following and they want to grow the sport, and so they were for it,
Yeah.
So
that does help.
If you're fucking Jimmy Oaks and you got 1.6 million followers, can you barge your way into
Jimmy Oaks doesn't have that many followers.
What's he have? 700,000 or something?
I think it's close to 800.
Okay, so
I might be wrong on that.
I was kind of close.
It's been a while since I've actually looked at it.
I'm an LS guy, I'm not that good at math,
Ding, ding, ding.
But no, I'm just saying. So that would be kind of up to you. If you're in SoCal, you're not going to go drive clutch kickers. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So
unless you kept a car down here, somebody. LZ rents.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Just fly down here for every event. But I mean, I don't know. Clutch kickers is going to die out, I believe.
Think so?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Dude, I genuinely think so, because they're not going to be able to sustain the money that they're shelling out each year. They've dumbed it down now, and now you have to pay to watch it live, so that's helping them a little bit. But they've started doing that 2 years late, and now they're trying to catch back up.
You think Cletus McFarland's going to let that go down?
Fuck no.
I don't think
Cletus
so.
will save it, but I don't think clutch kickers itself will sustain itself.
It'll be like called fucking.
Actually,
Cletus
I saw
McFarland
Aaron Losey. The first year, at the end of that first clutch kicker season, he said that shit too. He was like, "It's gonna die out." He thought that it was someone with inheritance that wanted to just do something good for the drift community, and they're not gonna be able to sustain it. And I'm starting to, you can see the signs.
I don't know, man. Aaron Losey is like.
Tell me I'm wrong.
He's like the Stephen Hawking's of drifting. He's like, in 10 years we're not gonna have any apples. It's
He's
like
the drift dad.
dude, he's just, I don't know. I don't like hate him or anything, but dude, he just never has anything positive to say. It's always like negative, you know? He's like, in 4 years, every vehicle will be EV. And I'm just like, he might be right. He probably is right, but I
mean, that's kind of
his
his job, though. Like, his YouTube is basically interviewing drivers. Like, that's what he does.
Yeah.
So he comes with the questions. You may not like him, but
I don't like him. I don't like him. Maybe I'm too sensitive. I don't know. But sometimes I'm just like, dude, if he like, I don't know. I feel like if I was like a pretty big like person in the drift community and Aaron Losey asked me some of those questions and like pointed at some of my welds and was like, those are shit welds, I would be like,
dude, he's very blunt.
I know. I would be like, are you trying to get
blunt.
punched in the head? You know, like I don't think I would like that. And I'm sure, and dude, I know it's his job, and I have the same feelings about Tommy F. Yeah, they both have a good following. They both have a lot of nice stuff, but their negativity, it just turns me off personally. I can't do it.
Tommy, I feel like, is a little bit like over the top.
Extra, dude, he has a whole series of he just goes.
Yes,
every time
he goes to an event,
on people. And I'm like, dude,
whole ass segment.
Oh, dude,
just
it's like 30
fuck your
minutes.
Car. Fuck this. This is fake.
Yeah, this is fake. This is fake. This is fake. And I would be like,
this is an OEM plus.
Yeah, I know. I would just be standing there like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Get away from my car. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck off. Fuck off.
You know, leave me alone. So
honestly, I'd probably let him do it.
I don't know.
I'd be curious.
My car is too much of my car is.
Dude, he would light your
car.
shit on
I
fire
know, he
on
would
site.
hate my car. So I don't think I would like that because we have very different ideas about what is necessary. He's like one of those people where he's like, if you don't have a fucking set of LMGTs, then fuck you. And it's like, you know, I don't have 17 racks for a set of wheels I'm gonna tear up. I can't get on board, man. You know, so I don't know.
Dude, I feel that. Goddamn YouTubers.
Yeah. All right. So what cars are most used in clutch kickers? You would probably know that better.
Clutch kickers?
Yeah.
Obviously a 240.
There's a lot of 240s.
I'm trying to think of like other than
E36s.
E36. Yeah, I feel like there's not that many out there.
E36s?
Than you think. Man, I haven't seen all of this season, so I don't. At clutch kickers, I really couldn't tell you.
A lot of Corvettes.
Yeah, I feel like that's just gonna be the go-to from now on.
Yeah, I mean it's just hard to beat. 50-50 weight distribution. All you need is an angle kit and a cam big enough to turn the cars backwards. You know?
Speaking of Corvettes, I love how the C8 diluted the market of the Corvette and made it cheaper, but now they're like the common drift car. So Drift Tax just brought it back up.
Yeah, it's totally true.
Isn't that fucked?
I know, and I wish, honestly, I'm not like a hater, but I wish people would quit doing it because I'm still a 14-year-old in my mind, and so like I like Corvettes, and so whenever I see one get Coke canned, I'm just like,
I only care if it's a C6.
I don't like C4s that much. I mean, I like C4s, but not like I like C5s and C6s, you know?
Yeah. The only C4 that I've seen that looks good is the Drift HQ one.
Oh yeah, the RB25
that wide body
car.
kit is fucking gnarly, and they finally got the good wheels on it.
How do you like that body kit, but you don't like my car's body kit?
I don't like the canards and stuff. I think it's over the top. I don't like it. I don't.
Hold on. You think the C4 Corvette that Adam Millsy and Drift HQ built is not over the top, but my car's over the top?
No, I'm saying on any car, I've never liked canards. Everything else, I've literally liked every single thing.
Hey, listen, they got onto us for not pronouncing Porsche the right. Like we did it on purpose, but I'm just saying.
Christ.
Like
Porsche.
It's
Porsche.
goddamn Porsche.
I'll say it.
But
redneck is all fucking hell.
I have a question. Is it canard or is it canyards?
Yeah, actually, I want to know this one.
Yeah,
I've never known.
I've always said canyards, but that's because I learned what it was when I was little, and it's like this. When I was little, I used to say instead of saying crayons, I used to say crowns, and my parents just let me get away with it for like 10 years. And then when I grew up and went into high school, they're like, "It's not crowns, you idiot. It's crayon."
You retarded. Fuck. What is wrong with you?
And then, dude, because I was homeschooled, I was like, crayon? You know, I was like, what are you talking about? And someone spelled it out. I was like, oh, fuck, it is crayon, you know?
Yeah.
So is it canyard or is it canard? I would be curious to know the truth.
Let us know in the comments, please. Thanks.
Yeah. You Porsche hating motherfucker.
Whoops.
Just kidding.
Dude, like everyone hated on me for that. Actually, never mind. We'll get into that later. But actually, what about FD cars though? Because we talked about clutch kickers, but what about FD?
Okay, so I was about to say, I think that the FD cars is slowly, or actually really fast if you compare it to how long it's been around, but slowly they're it's whatever the manufacturer's newest rip is. That's what it seems like to me.
Damn it, that is kind of true.
Yeah, it's like Toyota releases the A90, brand new A90 chassis is what Osbo's driving.
Yep.
They released the GR Corolla. Turk drives the GR Corolla.
Z.
The only ones that they're not doing is Vets, and that's because Vets are probably going to last for a while because it's 50/50.
And they're mid-engine now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
Mustang. They're running the new Mustang.
Yep.
New FRS. Dude,
The
they're
fucking
all,
Aston
think about
Martin,
it.
bro.
Oh, dude, that car.
God damn, that thing's gnarly.
Dude, the harder racing, that car is fucking sick. Dude, from any angle, it doesn't matter.
That shit is wet.
Ugh. That car goes hard as fuck. I was sad he didn't do very good.
It sounds insane.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, at Long Beach, I don't know why there, but just hearing it come around the sweeper,
Wow. Yeah, they're sick.
fucking just banging off limiter. Oh, okay, all right. Well, but no. What about if someone's like, obviously not sponsored by a manufacturer? What do you consider they build? If they're
For an
working
FD
on,
car?
if they're working on just minimal sponsors, like small sponsors, they could have a lot of them, but
I mean, it depends on your budget, man. It really depends on your budget. If
Yeah.
you can if you can buy a cheap car and go out and prove that you got the hands, like Jonathan Cash did, then you can build a batter car the next year. And then you
That
can
is
get a
true.
batter car the next year. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it depends on your budget.
you don't-
If you got the money, dude, a Corvette is the move.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, it's the move.
Taylor Ray's proving that one.
Oh my God, don't get me started on him.
I gotta bring something
I
up to you
dude,
later.
I get the notifications on my phone about that, and it was like Taylor Ray dropped a new video. I was like, oh yes, and I go to click on it, and I was like, my turn. motherfucker.
BMW.
Yeah, and he bought a BMW. I was like, dude, why could you just fucking drive
Fuck
the
your
Corvette?
LS.
Fuck.
He does need to finish that though.
Yeah, I think it's done. I think he's just doing the brakes.
Yeah, he got it started.
Yeah. No revs.
Yeah, sadly.
Took the intake off like 10 times.
I want to see it in one fucking piece. I want to
Yeah.
see the front end on.
He's kind of one of those people where he really goes through it though. I'm not hating on
Yeah.
it. I'm just making a joke. I'm not hating on it. I'm a huge Taylor Ray fan. I like all of his stuff. All the way he thinks about how to do stuff is I try to kind of do it in a more ghetto sense.
Yeah.
So.
I love that he's kind of the last real YouTuber kind of doing it everything himself.
Yeah.
Because, like LZ, he still, I'm sure he works on his shit behind the scenes a little bit, maybe. He may not, obviously, nowhere near as much as Taylor Ray or
Yeah.
Jimmy Oaks even doesn't.
No hate.
as
I wish I
much,
could get to
but,
that point. Obviously.
Like TJ Hunt, forget about it. He doesn't work on his shit anymore.
Would you?
No, absolutely not.
Me either. I wouldn't do shit.
I
wouldn't
hate
even do-
working
I
on
wouldn't
my
even do my
car.
own laundry. I don't do my own laundry now. I wouldn't. I would just fucking. Hey, what's that dude's name? Oh, I don't want to get canceled. What's his name? I can't remember his name. The guy that does all of LZ's fab work. Johan.
Yeah, Johan.
Anyway, so
I like Johan.
I like Johan too. I just almost called him a different name, and I didn't want it to sound like I was being racist. Anyways, I just couldn't think of his name. All right, so if I was that up there, that's what I would do the same thing that Hunt and Oaks and fucking LZ do. I would just be like, hey, Johan, I want this
Yeah.
at this time.
I like how LZ does it better though, because Johan actually interacts in the video.
Oh, yeah,
and he's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
fucking funny. And then what was his name beforehand? The guy before that.
Alberto.
That was from Alberta. Yeah, he was from Brazil or some shit. He was cool as fuck.
He's got his own thing now.
His E36. Yeah, his
Yeah, big
E36
boost.
was fucking lit.
Yeah, that was a cool car.
Yeah, I haven't seen much about it since, but hell, I don't know. But other than kind of like chassis and stuff like that, what are some good engine platforms other than your goddamn
Circle
LS?
of LS.
fuck.
That guy said that.
Oh, yeah, there was one
I was
comment.
like, bro, it's the first episode. Just let us talk about it. Oh my god, we're running out of topics. All right.
We were nerds.
If you can afford a 1J, that's a good platform.
For like FD spec?
I mean, you're talking about for a FD, then you'd have to get a 2J. But I mean, if we're just being completely honest, you're not going to catch anybody in an SR or KAT. You're not, dude. No, man. They all make 1,400. Dude, those Mustangs,
motor.
they make 1,400 horsepower turned all the way up. 1,400.
Wait, which one?
The RTR Mustangs make 1,400 horsepower.
That's absurd.
Yeah. You going to catch them in an SR? No.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you're not. So you need a JZ or you need some sort of a V8.
Yeah.
What else, I guess you could probably do it with a Barra, but nobody's brave enough to do it. Ryan Litteral's off the
I was going to say, you can be bold as fuck and be like Ryan Litteral and do an RB.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not talking shit because Ryan Litteral is seriously one of my childhood heroes. He went from sim racing into being a real driver, and I was like, I'm going to do that.
I don't agree with him running an RB. As much as I love RBs, no.
Just allocate your money into the racing program and make that motor for a fucking badass street car, and then use that for content to fund your program. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, that particular car. It's fucking awesome looking, but it's just a part. It's a part more than it's together.
It really is. And how many motors does he go through per season? Isn't it like 4 or 5? Probably more than that. Honestly.
No, dude, he bought an $80,000 billet block.
God damn. I'm sure that. Never mind. Fuck you. We're not talking about RVs no more.
80,000, dude. 80,000. That's so crazy.
That's insane. Dude, I was looking on eBay the other day at just RV stuff, just in general, just to see where prices were at, just in case I needed anything. I almost cried, bro. I saw a
$6,000 for a block or something crazy.
It was no. It was for a motor and trans with probably a cut harness. Was about $7,000. Which isn't horrible, but that's for a 25, probably a Series 2. I didn't check what series it was, but mine's a Series 2, and I paid $3,500 for the entire swap.
Yeah.
Motor, trans,
and then if you're gonna do that, you might as well go ahead
ECU and harness,
big pistons in it and stuff like that, or not big, but forged,
Eventually, I want to do that, but
I think personally,
I want to go top mount turbo before I do that.
I told you to do that. All right, yeah.
Well, with it, I mean, not
on the new one or on this one?
On this one. Eventually, I'd love to go RB26 instead. That'd be ideal.
How much more is that?
A lot. Like, a lot.
Like $17,000 for a LM GT set
Basically,
of 4?
Just yeah. Call it around there.
I just don't understand you people.
They range like a lot for the 26s. But anyways, what other motors would
I'm like doing the math.
I'm tired of talking about my RV. Costs me so goddamn much. I'm crying inside myself.
Dawson punch in there. My motor cost me $400. You fucking bullshit.
Quit.
All right.
Anyways, but yeah. So what other engine?
That's really
the GTR.
That's true.
The R35.
Well, they're super expensive.
Which is the VR whatever.
I think I don't. This is not very super good for content, but I think probably we don't really know what the best platform would be because we've never built an FD. So
we'll bring somebody on for that eventually.
Yeah, Jake Elliott would probably know.
Put in the comments who you want that to be. Actually,
yeah, that'd be a good one. Tell us who we should interview, who would actually know the answers to that. As far as I know, Coyotes, JZs, LSs are the most prominent. There's a couple of guys that run super serious Toyota motors like Turk and the B58 guys. But I think we're more at a grassroots level, and not anybody I know is going to be able to afford even just the engine swaps that we're talking about, let alone building a car together, You could throw a grassroots car together for like $10,000. most people can get a 10 grand loan.
Oh yeah, fairly easy. Don't suggest resorting to that if you absolutely have to.
That's the American way, baby. Do it. Your girlfriend will forgive you.
The money's not real anyways.
Yeah, all right. So if you're going to compete, it doesn't matter if you're going to an event by yourself, like a grassroots place. Somebody's got to go with you. If it's a small deal, probably 1 or 2 people can go. If it's clutch kickers, you're going to probably want some people to come with you and to help. Spotters and people to help you change wheels off, let you know if you're on fucking fire, shit like that. Important shit like that.
Yeah, I feel like one of the most important ones is the spotter, being able to tell what's going on track without being there.
Yeah.
When you're going up, of course, but being able to have someone tell you what your next opponent had just done.
Yeah, or let you know who's the fastest.
That too, yeah.
That's what I like the way that Taylor Ray does it. His buddy just says, "Yeah, you need about a 9 out of 10, or you need a."
Yeah, that's pretty small. That's a good way to do it. That's kind of like
full send, or just like
like signals in baseball.
Yeah,
that's the way I resemble it, just because I played baseball as a kid. But
you'll need a pit crew, which that's I think it would probably you would probably learn that on your own. So you would go to put the car together to go to your first event, and you'd be loading up all your stuff, and you would be like, fuck, this is exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
I need somebody to help me, other than like your girlfriend going to come out there and be like, hey, where do you want these bags? You need someone to actually help you get the shit in the truck, lifting the heavy stuff like the jack and all that,
Yeah.
Because that's how my girlfriend is. She's so supportive, but like, she's a girl, she can't pick up heavy shit.
Only so much. Yeah,
there's only so much she can do. It's like, you want me to put this in the truck? It weighs 120 pounds, like a spare trans or something.
Yeah.
You think she's going to put it in the truck? No, So you need somebody to go with you, whether or not they're going to spot you. If you're just even if it's a grassroots comp, I think a spotter would probably honestly give you a big edge. So
yeah,
definitely need a pit crew.
And just the fact of like, if you have to call a 5-minute timeout.
Oh yeah,
like
have something you can't
that many hands on your car.
In 5
yeah,
minutes.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
absolutely not. But what?
95 F-150.
95.
Yeah, like an old piece of shit truck.
Why the fuck would you want something that old?
I don't know. Jeff Beard tows with a 95 still.
Never mind. A reliable truck.
Yeah, you definitely want one that doesn't break down. But I know somebody that's been towing with a 95 F-150 for like the better part of 10 years. So,
I mean, yeah.
If you're going for a grassroots,
I'm a big Chevy guy, so I would suggest the
2500.
Yeah. If you are going to eventually compete and stuff like that, you would obviously need a diesel, I would imagine, so that you could have an enclosed trailer, so that you could
I get robbed.
Yeah. Get all your shit robbed. That's a lot of expensive shit you're bringing.
Yeah.
Because not only will you start bringing thousands of dollars worth of tires and wheels and tools and spare parts and shit like that obviously might break. Like,
I don't know. This is where our differences are kind of we're so different, like fundamentally. Like, I am one of those people where like whatever you can get your hands on, Like, if all you can get your hands on is, dude, if all you can get your hands on is a fucking Frontier, okay? Hook it up to the trailer and do your best.
I'm not denying all of that. Like, obviously, if there's only a minimal amount of things that you can get your hands on, obviously do that.
Yeah, that's all I mean.
I'm thinking if you have the money to get a decent truck and you're eventually going to be wanting to go into FD or any type of competitive driving, anything like that, you might as well purchase ahead. That's just I've always thought about stuff like that. So if you're gonna be eventually doing competitive driving, you're gonna need an enclosed trailer so that you can keep all your shit locked up. Like, let's just put it that way, and just so that you have somewhere to keep tools and they're not flying everywhere and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I feel like
But
you have to plan for those things, or else you're gonna get to those points and you're gonna end up spending more money than you should have.
maybe, but my thing is like the person that would probably benefit the most from this podcast would be someone that doesn't really know for sure yet. And so like I want more car people. And so my opinion would be if all you have is $2,000 or let's say $3,000, you can go buy a $2,000 pickup truck and you can go buy a $1,000 trailer. And if you got a hot rod, you can pull it to the track and you can go figure out if that's what you want to do. And it takes a
Yeah.
long time to get ready to, or to not to get ready, to know that you're going to be ready to compete. You know, I feel like I've been driving a really long time and I feel like I got hands, I can drive. And so even I'm like, you know, I've done one comp and I came in third and I was like, I think that was probably some of my best driving, and I still got third. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. Is it worth it for me to go finance a $70,000 diesel? In my opinion, no, it's
No,
not.
in my opinion, no, obviously too.
Right.
But I will say, if
If
you
you're gonna
are
go to clutch
working,
kickers and FD, and you're gonna try and make money doing it, then yeah, you should invest.
that's what that was basically.
Okay,
my
okay,
point.
yeah. Then we're the
If
same
you're-
here then.
Yeah, but if you are just working on a budget, you don't necessarily care about comp. You have the idea of maybe in the future. Like, I don't really like give a shit to pursue it right now, but you know, maybe things will change in the future. If you have that mindset, then yeah, if you're just working on a budget, go get you some cheap truck. That's what I did. I didn't even buy a trailer. I just rented
Rented a U-Haul?
trailers. No, I never rented a U-Haul. Those trailers are like annoying.
Yeah.
And
The
so
floppy
I
fenders.
either had someone I could rent one from, they let me borrow it, or there was this dude in Murfreesboro that rented. He had like 3 car haulers he rented. It was just like a small like family business. But I bought a piece of shit 1500 Silverado. It was a 2005. It was a Z71 4-wheel drive. Like it was probably like a old, like someone used it as a farm truck towards the end of its life. It had 274,000 miles on it. Like. And it still ran like a fucking champ. I had to replace spark plugs on the passenger side. That was it. And
You notice how much he loves this truck?
dude, yeah,
You know what
because it's
motor was in
fucking
that
LS,
truck?
bro. Yeah, for your tow rig, god damn it, go get you a Silverado.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Like
if
a
you're
rock.
trying to build a competition drift car, I still think LS is your go-to. I would love to do. If you did 2J, that'd be better in my opinion, but I understand why.
I think Jay-Z sound awesome. I mean, I've always made the joke, what is it? One Jay-Z's sound better than every girl I've ever dated. And nothing looks as cool as the Supra sounds. It's the truth, man.
Roll it in. Yes.
It's just fucking cool.
The 1J is
Clip that
just
for a reel.
superior, dude.
They just sound awesome. It's just smooth, and you can tell that it's balanced, and it's like...
Oh, yeah.
It's just all the right noises, you know?
Yeah.
It's very cool. Whereas, like, my LS performs way above its pay grade. Like, dude, I haven't changed the oil on that car in like a year, you know? But it'll still make
Bless its
600
heart.
horsepower, but it just doesn't sound cool, you know? It sounds like a turbo Silverado, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't
loud,
sound
too,
Yeah.
which is very surprising.
Really?
Yeah, it's not loud like I expected it to be.
It's
I know the turbo quiets it down a lot,
Yeah.
but
and also it's on stock manifolds. You can make
Yeah,
up to
that's
1,200
true.
horsepower on stock manifolds. Fight me in the comments, you little bitches.
we're testing these fucking theories.
It's true. I know somebody that did it. I know somebody that made 1,200 horsepower on a set of
Who?
stock manifolds. One of fucking Ben's buddies. I made 1149, but I mean that's 1,200. You know.
Yeah. Any other person is gonna round up. But and also another thing to think about whenever you are competing and everything, especially going into a lot higher level, you're gonna want to think about how you're gonna sustain that. Obviously, if you have a job that sustains it for you, okay, that's cool. But like if you're working
What
on
do you do
a
for a
budget,
living?
like yeah, literally.
Tell me.
For real. But if you're working on somewhat of a budget, relying on a lot of sponsors to carry your drifting career, then you might need to think about merch. You might need to think about keeping up with your social media so people will want to buy your merch. Like, is that if you went into FD, would you start selling merch?
I once I start driving again, I'll probably start selling merch just because people like my car, you know.
Well, maybe we'll make merch in the future.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Actually, I have a cutter sitting right behind the camera, and a heat press. I probably wouldn't make them though. That's too time consuming.
Kaylee would do it.
Dude, she can have it.
Dude, she made me this fly ass shirt. It says V8s and memes, and on the back it's got a picture of my car that's been like cartoonized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And underneath in big crazy letters it says Shark Car.
That's hard.
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
Dude, she'll like come over. I'll be in my underwear and just wearing that, watching TV, and like clicking through. It's like my favorite shirt.
Go-to sleep shirt. Hell yeah. Yeah, I used to make some merch and stuff for my whole Lost Soul thing, but
yeah.
I never really like marketed it or anything. I never asked anyone to buy it.
If this went off, I mean, that'd be cool to have merch, like some of the catchphrases and stuff. I think that'd be cool.
That would be cool, yeah. Let us know.
Yeah.
If that's something you want to see. So like when you are competing, I know we kind of talked about it, but the time management and everything, like being able to load all your shit up on time and be ready, especially if you're not like going there and staying the night before, and you're going there in the morning directly to the track.
So I'm like, I don't know. Are you like that? You'd get up super early to go to the track early?
I prefer, depending on where it is. Like if it's in Clarksville, then normally I can I used to just go up and stay with my mom.
Yeah,
because she lived up there. But now I'd just rather just go in the morning.
So not Clarksville, because I feel like we're all a little bit more grown now, and so like Clarksville is awesome. That's like the best local Middle Tennessee track you can go to. I'm not trashing it, but it is just a figure eight.
They need to extend.
So I don't take that track as seriously, but like for National Super Speedway or like Beach Bend, I'm like ultra dad at the airport. I'll just get everybody and we'll just go the night before and get a hotel and stay there rather than get up early and piss everybody off.
Speedway?
Yeah, fuck it.
It's like 20 to 30 minutes away from where we are.
One, I am a morning person. Okay, I am not a grouch in the mornings. As soon as I'm awake, I like get up and
I'm not as I've gotten older. I'm a lot better in the mornings.
See, I'm older than you, so I don't know.
I don't know.
I am not like that. As soon as I'm awake, I'm like pumped. I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, I didn't die. You know? And so I'm excited to be alive.
Cheers.
Yeah.
We're walking another day.
Yeah. And so like I'm excited to get up. And so like, but nobody else I know is that way. Not Josh, my brother, not Caleb, not my sister Hannah, not Kaylee. Nobody I know is that way. They're all like, don't talk to me until I have coffee. And so, rather than get into a pissing argument with everyone the next morning about how to either load my shit up or do whatever, I just rather pack up and stay the night and just spend the extra $200 or $300.
That's fair.
To house everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm more of a dad at the airport about that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I do need coffee in the morning. Actually, have you ever heard of Death Wish coffee?
No.
Dude, you should try it. If you like coffee, like at all. Like, especially if you like strong coffee, that shit is fire. I get the dark roast, too. Like, the regular one is really strong, but the dark roast is like, slap you in the fucking face kind of coffee.
Dude, I drank some of those, those C4s?
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
So, it's pretty obvious I don't work out, right? Or I do sometimes, but it's like sporadic. Like, I don't go like consistently to the gym. But my brother got me this energy drink the other day, and it was like a C4. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know it had creatine in it. So, dude,
what they make is the fucking pre-workout.
I know, but I didn't know that you could just buy that. I thought you had to mix it or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm not a gym person, man. And so listen, so I treat it like I treat any energy drink because I don't really need the extra energy. It's more like a habit. But it just replaced the normal energy drink that I normally pick up. So I drank it, and dude, 5 minutes later, my skin was on fire. I was like, you know what I'm saying? You get the
It starts itching and shit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm just as tired, and I'm just like twitchy, And then, like, dude, the customer's like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine."
And he didn't warn you about it?
Nobody said anything to me.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything to me. I was just like, "Oh my god, I can hear colors." This is crazy. It was fucking so stupid. But anyways, I won't be having those again. This made me talk a million miles an hour. I feel like I talk a lot anyways. Customers like, shut up.
Fuck down.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's how I do pretty good at selling cars. Though. I just like run. Like, hey, you want to look at a car?
That's how I was, dude.
Yeah.
I would like fucking at least speed walk.
Yeah.
But if I got outside onto the lot, I would jog to the car.
Yeah,
at
same
least.
here.
Yeah.
The faster you can get it to them, the
Dude,
more likely
get
they are
it
to
done.
look at
Get it done. Get it done.
Yeah.
Sit them down. Get them out. That's the way I see it.
How much does it cost you? I'm curious. How much does it cost you to go to an event?
Well, I assume you're asking for the VQ setup because that's all
Yeah, that's a good comparison. That's a better comparison. This will be closer to my car.
All right, so, dude, this sucks though because that was like pre-bullshit COVID crap.
If it was pre-pandemic, then just add, just times it by 25%. So if it costs you $100 a wheel, right now, Kendas are about $150 a tire. So if it costs you $100, so just go to that.
God, I was getting Kendas so cheap,
dude. I remember you could buy them for $87.
Dude, I was getting them for $76 a tire.
I swear to God, dude. I'm really not. I'm not sponsored.
But I'm
not sponsored by Kenda. But I'm telling y'all, the first time I tried a set of Kendas, it was like the only other
God tier tires,
dude. The only other time that I was ever that impressed with something was the first time I ever tried a pressure cooker. I stuck an in. Listen. This is a true story. Okay, I stuck an entire. This is when I didn't know how to cook. I kind of know how to cook now. You know that. So I stuck an entire frozen chuck roast in a pressure cooker. Okay.
Yeah.
And he fucking cooked it in 20 minutes, and it was good. And I was like, that is impossible. That's impossible that it cooked. Maybe it was 30 minutes, but I'm just saying I cooked it on high heat and on high pressure, and it cooked it completely all the way through. And I remember it like blew my fucking mind. I was like, that's black magic, dude. That's impossible that just cooked that fast. And right. I tried a set of Kendas, and it was just like that, dude. It was crazy. I drove like the first time.
Dude, it really is.
It was pre-cam. So it wasn't 550 horsepower or whatever. It was probably like 380, 400 on my car. Yeah. I went 2 days on one set at Clarksville.
With the 6.0?
Yeah. 2 days.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I went, so they have it that
I've done that easily on the Z, but.
But you have to remember that you had already hung out with Brennan and Jeff. So I didn't know all of the stuff that they probably taught you. I had been going on fucking $54 Walmart tires for like 2 events. So the first time I tried Kendas, I was like, what the fuck? How did nobody tell me that?
So what he means is the laps per dollar is 10 times better on a Kenda versus any other tire. So if you take a $50 Walmart tire, it may last you probably 3 laps. On a VQ setup or something like that. 3 or 4 laps.
I was blowing them off in like 2.
Yeah. So, and they'll chunk. So you also risk the fact of them obviously chunking, and then it delaminates them, and then you just end up wasting half tread life. Yeah. Or if not, they may have done it in the very beginning. You just wasted an entire time. I did that a lot whenever I started running too much grip on the Milestars. But once you realize and actually try a more expensive tire, it has a lot more grip. It's a lot more hard, like a harder tire. It's a lot stiffer on the sidewalls, all of it. So
it's way more worth it. Take it from the guy that told you to buy a $500 pickup truck to tow your car to the track. Spend the extra $100 on a set of good tires. It makes a big difference.
For real.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because as soon as you go out there for you hot lap a couple times, you come back in, let it sit for about 20, 30 minutes. Now those tires have been heat cycled, so they're a lot stiffer, and now they're going to last you for fucking ever.
My car's got a wash down kit. You know that?
Yeah. Which
That always
tire
helps.
sprayers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tire sprayer sprays a
I need
radiator.
to put that on my car.
I got an extra pump.
We should do that.
It's fun. It's like a
Yeah.
weird. It's like a weird.
Do that.
It's like one of those weird flex deals. Like when you show,
Yeah.
even your non-car
I'm gonna
friends
need
are
it
like,
on
you got a
the-
second pump
I need
back
it up
here.
front on the radiator and stuff. That's where I
You can
care
run
to have
those.
it.
They're just air push lock line that we fill with water. You can put
Yeah.
them wherever you want. Literally, all we did was
That and then
put it
the
on a
rear
table and
tires.
drill holes in it, and we
That's
plug it up, and it just sprays it.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool.
Fuck yeah. But no, okay, so all right, we kind of got off track. But so how much it
Started
would
talking about
cost
pressure
for a VQ setup at the track? So I would probably let's put it at just a normal Clarksville event, like a full. Normally they just do 1 day events, so we'll go 1 day event. I would bring, just to be safe, I would have a brand new set of Kendas on the car and at least one more brand new pair of Kendas in the truck, just waiting.
Yeah.
Just 2 wheels, 2 tires. That's it. And I'd be fine for the entire day. Because sometimes, depending on how hot it is and stuff like that, the tire wear can be a little bit extreme. And I would run mine backwards, too. And I was running 255s. Well, okay, no. At that time, I think it was 245s on a VQ setup. And I was running about at least half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of toe in the rear. So I had it really gripped up.
Yeah, that's a lot of
running
grip.
about 20 PSI on the tires, like as gripped up as I could get the Z to be for a VQ setup without just not being able to spin it.
Yeah. So
Or going up to 265.
So I run 10.5-inch wheels, 265s all the way around all the time.
I run by 9s. So that's
yeah.
a little bit.
So I'm sure you have a little bit more. You have a lot more bite than me because my wheel's so wide. You know.
Yeah.
So what do you think it cost you? So it cost you what? 130 times 6 total, or did you only bring 4?
It's technically 4 because I would run the same one pair of fronts for the entire season on a VQ setup. That'll probably be different with the RB, but.
So that's what? That's 4, 6. So what? Like maybe $600, maybe something like that in today's money.
$600
Plus a tank of gas, so $100.
Tank of gas, probably not even that for the Z. Now it'd be probably about $100. It was about 35, 40, depending on how low it was, of course. But that would last me an entire weekend if I had to.
Yeah, you could go 2 days on that.
They do start sputtering a little bit once you get below half, just because of fuel slosh and stuff.
I know Willie Culver started doing that.
Dude, his was really bad. I don't know what was wrong with his car.
He did it to me one time. I like just
yeah.
He told me it had Wisefab, and I was like,
fuck.
I was like driving it, and he was like, it has Wisefab, and I was like, oh, sweet. Like I was like, I'm gonna send
Say
this.
less.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I sent it down the hill real hard, and as it came back around, it was like, why? And it just and I was like, what's happening?
No.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening? And they're like, dude,
Do
Alex,
the thing.
Alex Culver was with me, and she's like, you have to just stay on the gas. And I was like, like I don't know, you know. And then I was like, no, something's wrong with the car. And then she's like, oh, it does this sometimes. And I was like, you know,
Oh boy.
try and warn me.
Yeah, he had a lot of issues with that thing for some reason. It always did it. And I started doing it one time, but it was because it was after my wreck with that Corvette. It had busted the connector on the power sensor or power steering pressure sensor. Yeah.
It'll pull power for that?
Yeah, once you went all the way to full lock, it shut the car off. And then
Proving
I
once
just
again-
I went to O'Reilly's, bought that sensor, screwed it in, because it's like you can get right to it. It's no big deal. Screwed it in, went out on track, went to full lock, and it was fine.
Huh.
I was slinging it. It was great.
That's cool.
Yeah. Word to the wise. If your pressure sensor switch and your car keeps cutting off when you go to full lock, it might be it. VQ. Anything VQ, I guess.
Should you just drive for fun?
Of course.
I agree.
Duh. That's what I do.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fun. It's cool.
It's the most fun you can have
It's
in a car, man.
Yeah, it's relaxing,
is.
and you get pure enjoyment out of it because you're putting your own time, money, effort, blood, sweat, tear, all of the above into it, and you get to reap all of the reward and the
driving with your
regrets.
driving with your buddies at an event is got to be one of the coolest things ever. Like he's in a car he built, you're in a car you built. You're both doing shit that you really probably not supposed to do in a car.
Not very smart things,
It's
but
awesome,
I love it.
man. It's a very, if you have never done it and you're one of those people like a drag racer or not, because I have friends that are drag racers. I'm kind of from a drag racing background. I would say more than anybody in the group besides Ben.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? That if you're one of those guys that's like drifting is the ice skating of the motorsports world. If you're one of those guys, all right, first of all, fuck you. Secondly,
Yeah.
Secondly, secondly, come to an event, and if you don't have just as much fun as you would at a drag racing event, I don't know. You're just not very fun at parties.
You probably have daddy issues.
Or ugly kids.
That too. I bet they have mullets.
All right,
Anyways,
so
sorry.
should you drive just for fun? What else?
Oh yeah. What
Yeah.
about the cost of like fun driving
You do it-
versus it
I would say
competing?
if you do it one weekend every month, you can do it for $400. What do you think? Think that's unrealistic?
Yeah, I can see that. In a
$400.
very low power car.
Yeah, and a regular car, not a
Yeah,
built to the hilt car. And that's honestly, I think that's why all the pros say, like Chelsea Genofa and Aaron Losi. Sorry, I've had a little bit too much tea. That's why I think Denofa and Losi both go on these tangents, and they're like, your overbuilt car holds you back. And like, I think that they're right. Like, I think that if you have a car that makes, it's way easier to
It's a
keep a
crutch.
300 horsepower. I don't think it's a crutch. After a while, you can only have so much fun on 200 horsepower. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Of course.
But I don't think it's a crutch. I think it's just way more expensive to run a car like that. So you were saying about $600-700 for your car to run. It cost me at least $800 just to show up, like just to get it all together and get the car filled up.
Oh
full
yeah,
of gas.
I mean, I didn't even factor in like truck.
That's what I'm
money,
saying.
and
Like
then
my car is so much more expensive now. I don't really care
I
because I don't
clean
have
my car before every event, so
Yeah, I don't do
factoring that in, of course.
Yeah, I don't do that. But I'm just saying, I think that's why I have someone else do it. I'm just saying. But I don't personally think that it holds you back. I think it's just harder if you have a car that's more expensive to maintain. It will keep you from driving. And
Oh yeah, of course.
one of the only things that I agree with Aaron Losi and Chelsea Denof, like, as far as media wise, is that they say if you want to be a good driver, drive 50 events a year. That's the best advice ever. If you want to get good at driving, drive a bunch,
That is true, yeah.
And you're not going to do
Seat
that
time
in
is
an 800
king.
horsepower car. Yeah, seat time is king, man.
Absolute king. Speaking of seat time, what would you consider for a good seat time car? If you already have like a competitive car, like you're looking to just keep yourself brushed up.
How much money do I get?
If you're already competing at a decent level, let's say you $12,000.
Vet.
Goddamn vet.
It's the move. How's it not the move?
I know. I hate it.
I hate it too because I hate when people crash
I
them.
just
I
love
love
the
Corvettes.
enjoyment of like the culture of building your car for drifting. I don't know. The Corvette's just already pre-built to me. It's cool. They look cool. Yeah. I don't know. I
That's
love
it.
Corvettes. I love Corvettes.
That's
but-
it. That's Corvettes. They are cool. They look cool. They sound cool.
Yeah, but
They go cool.
you could put a 1J in a fucking Miata. That's cool.
For 12 rip?
I would never do that. That would be
That'd be awesome.
that would be
That's
a
the type of
headache,
shit.
bro.
That'd be hard, and then that would be hard, but that'd be hard. That would go hard as fuck, dude. I'd be going up to that guy
We may have
and
just
be
thought
like,
of
"Hey,
something.
what color socks does fucking God wear, bro?" That's crazy. A Jay-Z Miata.
Any Jay-Z Miata.
But yeah, dude, a vet is the move. They're just on the brink of the drift tax to where you can get a nice C5 for about 12-13 grand.
Yeah.
Almost anyone can get a hold of 12-13 grand.
Yeah, but then you got to factor in like building it too,
Dude,
you got to buy an
$2,000 in
angle kit. you gotta buy because the
FDF
angle,
kit is like $1,600, man.
Which then you gotta buy over fenders because it looks goofy as shit. To me, you do. Sorry.
Oh my god, bro.
Dude, Corvettes look fucking weird. They look like crabs, bro. Whenever they don't have over fenders and an angle kit.
Dude, you don't need an angle kit or an over fender kit. You just need a fucking sawzall and like some beer. Just chop the fenders off and go drive.
But
You said 12 grand. You said 12 grand.
Yeah, you could go. You could go buy a 350Z for about $6 grand with higher mileage, 6-7 grand, higher miles.
Where?
Yeah. Yes, you could, bro. Yes, you fucking. I guarantee you.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Anyways, but okay.
You can find deals. You can find deals. He's right.
Let's
you can
exclude
find deals.
that. You could go and find an E36 for $2 to $3 grand. Plop an LS in it for about
7,500.
$8 grand.
Yeah.
And then you're what at 11 grand at most.
Yeah.
And then you buy you a set of tires.
Yeah. But see, now we're on the opposite end of this conversation. I don't like E36s unless you put a fucking kit on them. I think they're weird looking, man.
Yeah.
It looks like it's weird looking.
What we're talking about for seat time cars.
All right. So whatever.
I do agree.
They're weird looking.
Gotta have a kit on an E36. They look good that way.
I think that for a seat time car, an E36 is a cool looking car. Or hold on. Fucking edit that out. Stop. I had a brain fart. See, this is why we should have done the reel first so that I could get my brain working. Sorry. Excuse me.
We can do that next
I
time.
think that the E36 is ugly. I don't like that car. I don't even like Adam LZ's car. You can roast me in the comments. I don't care. I like the way his fender is shaped in the back to like meet the edge of the
I
big.
think it looks good.
I don't like that car. It's weird.
I don't
it's
like
weird looking.
the
to
kit.
me.
Isn't the ideal kit I would choose for it, but
Anyways, I was just doing this for a reel. So I don't like E36s. I think they're kind of ugly unless you do a certain type of kit, which is not the kit that's on Adam LZ's car. So yeah, I don't like that car either. So now they're going to come for me like they came for you about Porsches. To be fair, dude, you did say you didn't like the 911. Even I was like, dude, I wish you could go back and clip that. You said, I don't even like the 911s. I was like,
yeah.
oh, man.
And everyone's still gonna get me wrong and think that I said that they're horrible cars. They're not.
Oh, dude, it's like because all the people get triggered.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing I think we actually need to talk about is the hate thing because we've both also I saw one of the people in the comments said we've never driven Porsches. We've both driven Porsches. Okay, we hang out around a lot of people. I've driven
quite a few of Porsches.
Yeah.
I used to work at a very well-known auction.
Manheim.
Yeah, Manheim. They have one in every state at least, and I used to drive all types of Porsches there, like 911s. I got to drive one GT3, and then
I've never driven one of those.
Yeah, that thing was pretty cool.
I bet.
I actually saw a McLaren P1 there. It was a lime green one. I was scared to touch it. We had it in the showroom and everything. But
that's like besides an F40, that's like the dream car, dude. They're so cool.
Yeah.
They're so cool looking. Every angle it's all like swoopy. Looks like a stealth fighter or something.
Hell yeah. So obviously we talked about it a little bit, but Taylor Ray got his vet started.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So hopefully that gets
the way he did his he
soon.
redid his fuel system is way better. The original way he had it, dude, that was gonna
yeah.
If you want to know what kind of a car builder I am, I would have cut an access panel in the trends to access that part. I'm not even kidding, dude. There ain't no way I'm pulling an intake every time I got to service an AN line. Ain't no way.
Dude, that would
no
be
way.
Horrible to deal with.
Why? Oh, the spot or
an
access
if you
panel?
had to pull the intake every single fucking time.
I have access panels on my trans tunnel so that I can get my bail housing loose. They're on hinges. I'm a professional slop, baby. It's got a little seam sealer around it, like makes a little when you pop it open. Yeah, it's sick. Works perfect. Get your gun, go like this. Drops right out.
Hey, if it works, it works. But
don't tell the tech guys.
Anyways, what do you think he's gonna do with that BMW you just got? Did he say? I don't think he actually said.
I don't think he said
what his plan
he
was.
kind of like hinted. He was like for what we want to do with it, but I don't actually know what. I don't actually think I know what he's gonna do with it. I imagine it's probably gonna be like a track-esque car because he doesn't really have a car like that.
That's fair.
Does he still have the 8.6?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so
I think I've seen it. In
he's
the
got
background
he's
a
got
couple times.
the Pulsar as is it a Pulsar? It is a Pulsar right now. Nissan Pulsar. I can't remember. He's got the hatchback, the all-wheel drive SR hatchback. He's got that.
That's what he sold to get the BMW.
Oh, so this is probably going to be his dragon.
Because he said he wouldn't let himself buy it without letting one go. And he sold.
I wish I had that kind of discipline.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought the thing was a Honda.
No. The black car? It's a Nissan.
Was it?
Yeah, all-wheel drive though.
I don't remember. Yeah, he didn't show it in the videos very much. So.
Which is weird. I always thought that was like a really cool car.
Yeah, I did too. But whatever.
Yep. So he bought a BMW.
Oh, actually, I saw this like fucking yesterday. But LZ made it to Ireland for the LZ Invitational.
The grass drifting.
Yes, dude. Fucking dirt drifting, bro. I've been wanting to build one for a long fucking time. And just to have like some beater. I think fucking Miatas is the go-to. I think Miatas is what we need to do.
I'm gonna do it with an S13 just to make people.
Well, yeah, you have a spare S13, but not very many people have that luxury anymore.
Pores.
I've actually never owned a 240, which is.
Well, we're gonna do. I got everything to put it together. I need head studs. That's it.
You got everything to put a Miata together?
Hunter Boyer has one at my house. So yes, technically.
Oh, those aren't yours anymore?
No.
Oh, okay. That would be cool. We need
You
to
can
make
pick up a
Hunter do
Miata
that.
pretty cheap though. Like $2,000.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 now, actually.
Yeah. Miata people are becoming kind of like 240 people. They're getting a little stingy, which is getting annoying. Damn, what else would be good for that?
Dude, any car would be good for that.
No, I'd still want to put an angle kit and shit on it.
Dude, did you watch that whole video?
Yeah.
There was a reel where somebody was drifting an 8.6 out there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, of course.
Doesn't matter. Dude, get a fucking Blazer. Who cares? You're in a field.
His goddamn Blazer again.
I'm just saying, you can get anything, dude. Get anything that's rear-wheel drive and manual, and go out there and send it in a field, dude. We don't need to really honestly need to worry about cars. We need to worry about property. That's what we need.
That is very true.
We need
Literally,
my neighbor has 8 acres for
found-
sale, dude.
Oh, that land's for sale.
Yeah,
How much is it?
he wants $230 for it.
God damn.
Yeah.
What's so special about it?
He thinks I'm rich. I think honestly, because it's not on the market. He just thinks I have $230,000 laying
What a
around.
charge.
I'm like, bro, I don't have $2,300 laying around. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, so it is for sale, and so I thought about something like that, and then doing maybe like an Airbnb style deal where like people could come and we'd have a bunch of bash cars that were just
Yeah.
you wouldn't. They don't have to be like, because if it's dirt, it's like you got 1,000 horsepower, so you don't have to be like any kind of special car. It could just be like. Could probably like be barely running and still be fun to go out there and drive around,
Yeah.
They crash it. Oh no.
It'd be KA's King.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. So
The KA playground. But so okay. So everyone knows how LZ did his BMW, his E46 that he had when he was or his first car or whatever. Tell me why TJ Hunt is copying the exact same fucking thing.
dude, it's the same reason that like Josh.
He's in California though, so his BMW is a lot bougier than than LZ's was.
Yeah. So if you're asking my legit opinion, it's because they all do that. All the YouTubers.
trends.
Oh yeah, all YouTube guys do that. Like they talk to each other and like, dude, I did this and it was pretty inexpensive because all I had to do was buy the car back, and then I did this, and this to it, and this got this many views, and that paid me X amount of dollars. And they're like, hey, fuck, that's cheap. And then they did the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on that. Also, I don't watch TJ Hunt that much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't quite as much, but
He's cool. It just seems. I mean,
Some of his videos.
it just seems less authentic. It seems
Yeah,
more. It seems more
it is.
skidded, if that makes sense.
I
Which
heard
is
a
fine.
rumor that when he first started the hunting company, it was actually like it was a different name, but it was actually somebody else's company, and he kind of stole it. Apparently, I don't know if that's
Stole
true
it?
at all.
I
But
don't know. I'd have to do some certain investigations. I'd have to check that out. I don't want to speak on it. I don't have any I don't have any hate in my heart over it. I just don't watch his stuff that much because it's like I don't watch as much Jimmy Oaks as I actually should watch. I feel like I'm a big Jimmy Oaks supporter, but haven't seen too many of his videos. I just like his energy. He's not a dick, you know. I feel like some of those videos are like, I don't know, they just seem like I'm famous and I can tell almost.
yeah, I feel that. Well,
I love this question. Go ahead, ask me.
all right. Did you see?
Fucking righteous, bro. It's awesome.
That thing
dude,
was
the
so
Whistling
fucking
Diesel
sick.
Charger is righteous, bro.
Yes,
Dude.
The General Lee Whistling Diesel car. If you don't know who Whistling Diesel is, he is actually a local YouTuber.
Yeah, he's local.
Lives here in Tennessee. I think it's. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But
I don't want to. He hates when people say where he lives.
yeah. But yeah, he's super big for destroying very famous cars and trucks and stuff like that. And he built a fucking twin turbo LS General Lee car.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god,
Dude, it's like
and he did the whole
16
fucking skit in the beginning too.
Yeah.
It was fucking
The
hilarious.
guy that was building it, you could tell, just thought it was the dumbest thing in
Yeah.
the world. But he was like, dude, whatever, bro. If you're gonna pay me that
He was
much,
like, just
whatever,
hurry
bro.
up and get
I
out
don't
of my
give a
shop.
fuck. Like, dude, when he said we obviously can't get it to start, you can see the average guy cringe when Whistling Diesel just slams this 69 because he's looking at the car. He's looking at the car that we're looking at, and we're like, dude, Dodge Chargers are like crazy. Even if they're pieces of shit, they're so expensive. And he just
And he
slams
had
the
two of
yeah,
them.
he just slams the hood to where it bends, and the guy knows the skid. He goes. You know, he's like, oh no, dude. You know what you just
It took
did.
everything in his willpower
To
not
be like,
to say
stop,
a fucking
you know?
word.
Oh my God. Yeah, awesome. Fucking everything that dude does. Anybody that hates Whistling Diesel, you're just like from the shallow end of the genetic pool, man. I mean, he's just
Yes.
everything he does.
Even
is
when he
awesome.
ruins R32s,
Yeah,
you still love it.
dude. Yeah, it's awesome.
I cringed the entire every single one
That's
of
part
them.
of it, though.
But-
I bet his view time is fucking lit. I bet everybody watches from point one to the end. You know. Cause he's just a mongrel, bro. He just tears shit up, man. It's awesome, you know. I love it.
That's insane to think about. You get paid to fucking record yourself breaking anything and everything that you can.
What I think is that it's fucking. I don't know if brave is the right word, but think about the original gamble he took. I'm gonna take some truck that maybe he only had like. Let's say he got it passed down by his dad or something. But even so, it's a $10,000 Duramax, right? Or whatever the first one that he broke, right? And he just fucks it up. And he's like, somehow the views are going to circumvent this money and I'll be able to do it again. That's crazy. That's
the risk that
planetary
most people
size
would
testicles,
never take.
bro.
Oh yeah.
I bet they
most
got
people
their own
won't take that
gravity
step.
field. It's fucking crazy. That's a fucking crazy move.
That's it. That's actually like that. Do you know who Arac is on YouTube? Has nothing to do with cars, but
No.
okay. So he's kind of like in the Mr. Beast category.
Okay.
And
Like Atwood and stuff.
Yeah. So he basically started his YouTube channel. So he says to prove to people and show people that you can still make it as a YouTuber in today's age. And he made it up to 1 million subscribers within a year. And Logan Paul had those fucking like $80,000 Mercedes-Benz couches. He bought those and then he spent like I think it was 20 grand on them. Bought them and took them in a U-Haul. He lived in Atlanta at the time or some shit, and he made a 4-video thing on these couches, just doing like crazy ass shit with them. Like he skydived with one of them, like one section of the couch, because they were split into 4 sections. So each piece was one video. Dude, he did some fucking insane shit, but it fucking paid off.
Paid off, huh?
He that $15,000 he spent on the couch was a loan that he got, just hoping that the views would pay off. They paid off, and he paid the loan back immediately, and now he's just like fucking running up a hill.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
insane.
Don't you know his mom thought he was fucking nuts?
Oh yeah.
All right, Mom. I'm going to take out a loan.
My mom thought I was crazy.
For this?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Not that much, but like she still supported me and shit. But she was like, "Are you sure?"
Dude, my mom's like cliche old Christian white lady, man. She was just like, if you think it'll pay it off, then you do it. I'm like, you're the best, Mom. I love you.
Oh yeah. I mean, my mom does that.
Yeah.
But she does she will question it.
Honestly, the only
sure,
thing my mom
I'm
doesn't
thinking
like,
it through.
the only thing my mom doesn't like is the drifting thing. She thinks it's dangerous.
Really?
Yeah, she thinks it's dangerous.
Wow.
I was like,
I mean, my mom thinks it's dangerous, but she likes that I do it.
Yeah.
She thinks it's cool.
Well, I just have to remind Mom. It's like, Mom, if I wasn't into cars, I would be on heroin.
Sometimes you just gotta
Dude, I could be so much worse.
Dude, yeah, it really could.
You know, it could be so much worse. I could be like going in your closet and stealing your drugs or something, but instead, I'm just driving cars, man, not doing anything crazy. I've never done that, by the way. That's probably hold on. That's probably gonna come off like I might have been a drug addict at one point. I don't do drugs. I don't do any drugs. I've always just made the joke that if it wasn't for cars, I would definitely be an addict of some sort, because there are times when I'm like, I gotta go for a drive. I gotta go ride around. You know, like I just need to go drive a car and like just get in my head a little bit. You know what I mean? So I've always made the joke that I would be a drug addict if it wasn't for cars saving my life. So I tell my mom that to remind her that I could have turned out to be much more of a shithead instead of just a slight shithead that I am. So I'm not a drug addict. Please don't clip that where I look like a drug addict. I was like thinking about that. I was like, ugh.
Kind of weird to go from that topic about drug addict. Never mind. But speaking of moms and parents, one thing that I've noticed, like having cars at events, your own car at events and stuff, when kids and their parents come up to see your car and they don't ask if they can sit in it, like I know you're thinking it.
Me?
I know. No, like the parent.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The parent of the kids. Like if they don't ask. Or I know they want to ask if the kid can sit in it and they can take pictures and stuff, but they don't. I've always found that weird and like unnatural. Like you just fucking ask. Like that's what we do. I remember when I was that kid, dude, and I wanted to sit in the car. I wanted to actually fucking feel it and like rev the fucking car.
Yeah.
And I would let any kid do it because I like hoping that they turn out to be a car guy. Just literally that's why we build new cars.
Yeah. So
in my opinion,
because I'm aware of people like that, I just ask. I'm like, if a kid comes up and
I tell them,
because my car is,
if they want to sit in it, go for it.
If you know what my car looks like, my car is like
obnoxious.
Yeah,
so it draws a lot.
It's
of
a Hot
eyes.
Wheels, you know. Like to a kid, it looks like a Hot Wheels, and so like when they come up to it, it's always like a kid's favorite car. And so they'll be like, is this the shark car? I follow you on Instagram. And I'm like, I'll look at the parents and they'll be kind of like, they'll look like embarrassed. They're just like, I came to this for him. And I'll like lean down and I'll be like, you want to start it? And they'll be like, no. And I'm like, yeah, you can start it. So I let a couple kids at the NSS start it. And dude, it was like blew their minds.
That's awesome.
So
yeah.
I always let people sit in my car because it's not, if people think that because it's got a lot of stuff done to it that it's like some fancy car, I'm like, dude, it's just a piece of shit Nissan, you know?
Yeah, they always do. But all right, well, actually, did you see on Jimmy Oaks where Steve-O got a fucking Cedric? Dude.
Is it cool?
A big body boat.
Really?
It's fucking sexy, dude.
Is it
I
RB?
love it. It's stock, but like.
Is it RB?
Wait.
Probably, right?
I don't know.
They made so many weird little in-betweener cars.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember what the Cedrics are, but
is a 96
really
Nissan Cedric RB powered, or does it have a KA18 or
I don't think it's a KA.
I said KA, I meant CA, sorry. CA18.
Yeah.
Or a K, it wouldn't be a K. Or an SR.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
SRs are junk, man. I don't know.
They're cool though. They sound cool.
They sound cool.
Cylinder.
I've blown one up, and everybody I know has blown one up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but you ever talk to
They're
an
not
SR guy?
Yeah, they think it's.
Oh, dude, they're like
golden.
LS people, but for 4
Yeah.
cylinders. They love them. They're like, it's the best motor ever made. And I'm like, dude, it can't be because the LS is. So, and they're just like, no, bro.
Fuck you too, Jay.
Fuck you, Jay-Z. You know?
All right. Well,
We're about to do mean tweets. I want to do mean
yeah.
tweets.
So
bad.
it's, I guess, come to the time where we're gonna go through some comments and some stuff like that from.
Dude, people are so mean. It's so funny.
Oh, I know, bro. That's not, all right. So I was just telling them. So like, some of them were mean. We did get a lot of, not a lot, but we just get some that were kind of agreeing with me. I don't really give a shit if you agree with me or not. But like I told you, it's mainly the headlights for me. They look like fish bowls on the front of the car, and I don't know why they try and keep this timeless bullshit up. I don't really care for it. The Porsches need a legitimate update as far as the exterior goes. But all right, so
I think they look fine. I don't know. I understand it. It's like one of those things. Like I understand that a Porsche is supposed to look timeless, and that's why they don't change it. I get it. I almost partially would say I agree that it's kind of a more like reserved design. That makes sense.
yeah,
I like it. I just think that the idea is that it's like I feel like Porsche is like less is more because the car performs really well. So the whole body design is like less is more. Right?
I
Just
feel like
drive
it's
it,
one of those
you know?
aspects of just why fix it if it's not broke.
Yeah, like the
So.
LS.
I understand it. I don't like it. And fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't really care. But we can go ahead and you found these, so I'm gonna let you kind of show them. I've already got it recorded and everything.
All right, here we go. So
I haven't read every single comment.
I did though.
He does majority of the commenting, so
Travis LSXVE. It's very hard to pronounce. It says God tier L. Okay, and I don't. If
I
you're
did
gonna,
see
are you
that
gonna
a
show
lot.
this? Are you gonna show this? The
Yeah.
picture. Awesome. Please show this picture.
All right.
Has 327 followers and drives a motherfucking Fiesta. So please be quiet. Okay.
anyone that drives a Fiesta could just go ahead and be quiet.
Yeah.
If you
like,
drive
dude,
a
you don't
little
get to-
four-banger fucking minivan, you're a joke, and your crackle tune sounds like
Yeah,
fucking
like-
shit.
Yeah. Sorry.
My RB sounds way better.
Or like, it's not necessarily that. Like, you can. There are people that have. That's fine that you have a Fiesta, but don't talk loud. All right. Don't act
know
like you
your
carry
place
Yeah. Don't
in the
carry a
car
big stick.
community for the good.
All right.
For God's sake.
Please fucking pull this. Oh no. Hold on. All right. So, Dewis564. I hope I'm mispronouncing that. Has a picture of
This is on TikTok, by the way.
Pepe the Frog, but it's got like a
Oh
dude
yes,
working
I saw
out.
this one. Okay, wait. What did he say again?
He said, drifting podcast makes sense now. So listen, if you can't drive, just say that. We understand. Okay.
We understand that you're still going to be watching because we're going to be talking about a lot of things that you still need to learn. And the
Right.
fact that he had, how many, was that the dude that had like 800% more followings than followers?
No, that's
Okay.
2 more down.
Well, anyways, this dude said something about us just having a drift podcast, and he is literally in his profile pictures and everything, the Dollar General version of a fucking Ninja Turtle. Like, that's the easiest way to put it.
It's true though.
Literally. And that's his profile picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good God.
All
Boy,
right.
who dropped you?
So then, I gotta move this out of the way. So, Luke Exotic has got a picture of.
I've actually, I think I've seen him from some other, I think from our store account.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, him and his 94 followers said bros fluent in L's, which is good because that means you're subscribed. But also his video.
Luke
only-
Exotics?
I guess Luke Exotic. Yeah, I don't know. LukeExotic. Luke Exotic. He has 94 followers, and
Not very exotic.
he's got one video that has like 30,000 views, but it's him trying to shit on Eminem, which that's what anybody does whenever they want to gain some traction on social media. You just got to shit on the greatest battle rapper of all time. And it only got 94 followers, and he has an opinion on Porsche, so whatever.
I did too.
I fucking love this part. All right, anyway, so Common L. And then I responded and in the drift circle of drift, I said, so you are subscribed then? He didn't answer me. And then I go to his profile picture, and it says, definitely not O'Neill. So
What?
I don't know. But he has 800 followers, but he follows 8,486 followers. And then none of the pictures in his thing have over 900 views. I don't think. I can't really see it from here. And if they do, they're not of his cars. They're just of someone else's cars. Looks like he might be like some.
Oh, so he's still
he might
content.
be. Yeah, he might be a.
Got it.
Yeah,
we make our own here.
Right. And then this person, honestly, I'll give this guy this. This is the one that like not hurt my feelings, but got under my skin the most. He said, "Let's start a podcast." And like in my head, I was like, "Yeah, how the fuck else do you tell your buddy you want to start a podcast?"
Literally.
Yeah.
Every single podcast that has ever started has started with, "Hey, we should start a fucking podcast."
Only Ones Chew. He's got looks like he had some designer put a little cool thing on his profile picture. Said, How do I never see this man or hear about his thoughts again?
What?
Yeah, like he's so mad. He's so
Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. He's trying to figure out how he doesn't see our
like how to
content.
unsubscribe, right? But he posted in a chat that's gonna remind
Just want to
him
let
every
you
time
know
someone
how the
talks.
algorithm works. Commenting doesn't help you not see
Yeah, it's the other
our
way.
content. If you comment on something, you normally get stuck in that side of TikTok.
Anyways,
And you're probably the ones to bitch about, how did I get on this side of TikTok?
his most interesting video, which has had the most likes, is him where he just holds up supercar names over top of his head and gets Koenasog. So, yeah, I don't know. Look at him. Old goofy Coke bottle looking ass.
What does that say?
It's like only Ones Chew. His name is almost as good as the other guy's, whose name was You're a Moron. You can tell he's putting real positive vibes out in the world. You know what I'm saying? With his no video ass, fucking 65 follower, fucking who else said something? I just want to get on there and read now. It makes me mad. Anyways, dude, I am one of those people where personally I don't like E36s, but I know a lot of people that love E36s. So I don't know why anybody would get so pressed about a car that nobody who complained even owns. One person, there's one girl I saw who had she had a lot of followers too. She made like a funny face, but she has a Porsche, and it was like, I like Porsches, you know? But like, she can say you're crazy, because that would be like someone saying they don't like 240SXs. If you don't like 240SXs.
And there was one dude that actually, he duetted the video, and he actually had like fucking cop lights and shit on top of his Porsche. I don't know if it was actually his, but he looked like he worked there wherever he was. I don't know, but
yeah, like this guy. Let's see.
And then Esteban,
he's
very well known on TikTok with that Maserati dude. He commented on there, and even he said it was a stupid argument, but at least I could have my argument.
Yeah, so everybody gets all so mad about someone not liking a car. Like, here's one. I think that if you're building a car if you're building a car to have fun in, and not a car that you're trying to impress a bunch of boys who only use their 240s and E36s to go play Pokemon Go, you don't need real wheels. You just need a set of wheels so that you can go out and have a good time. So people who say real wheels, or, this dude on reps, y'all, I can't say that word on YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. We all know, okay? Hey, fun fact, I'm allowed to say that word at work. Blake and Marcus, they come over and they're like, "Hey man, you got hood pads, you can say it for us." They're like, "What's like a show?" God. They're like, "Dance Monkey." Anyways, Okay? You don't need real wheels. You just need a set of wheels to go out and have a good time. Anybody that tells you that you need real wheels or nothing is just somebody that wants to flex in front of their friends that they bought something way overpriced so that they can flex on the internet. Go play Pokemon Go, you loser.
Rant over. But no, that is true.
Everyone's so pressed. God tier L, major L, fluent in L's.
All most people really had to say was major
L's,
L,
yeah.
the biggest L take ever, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, here's the one. Here's the one. Hold on. He's got a Corvette, so I can't really be mean to him. But he says, let me guess, he drives a clapped out 240SX. Joke's on you. I drive a 240SX, and I like Porsches. So, or Porsches.
And I've never even owned one.
Yeah, so.
240. So.
All right, whatever.
I have an FC.
That's enough negative energy for the day.
Does that work? Does that pretty much wrap up what we needed
pretty
today?
much wraps up all the notes, I think.
Let me double check real quick just to make sure.
Oh, what were these? Hold on. Oh, so should we do interviews? Should we start doing interviews?
I probably think so.
All right, let's do it.
And one
Wes will do it.
One part. Actually, I'm not going to talk about that on camera. I have somebody in mind that I want to interview that I think would be good for people that are looking to get into starting their own business and stuff, maybe starting their own shop, because he has his own and he's done kind of a little twist to it. So hopefully
Cool.
we'll get him on. But
let's save these for next episode.
all right, that's fine. All right, if you don't follow us already on all of our socials, TikTok, Instagram, we'll leave a link in the description. If you like this, got any value out of it, or just enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next episode. But that's it for this one. I'll see you guys next time.
See you later.
Cool.
I feel like that was better than the last time. Last time, I feel like we were a little more.
Yeah.
We were not as organized that time or last time.